going to pass on the Risk of Rain too.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
good night.
yes.
I'll drop, I guess.
Night.
Okay,
Night.
sure. Have a good
See you.
night. Bye. Also, Bleh.
Do you
I'm just-
open the stream again?
The stream is open again. Yes, obviously.
Good.
I'm just going very
Hello.
quickly.
We're getting told how to play Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah, I'm just need to go to the toilet real quick.
Yes. Let's see. Any useful guides?
Okay, you should have the game in your.
Yes, I see it.
There's There's a lot of options in the game.
Any interesting playstyle?
So there's a lot of skirmish play style out there, but there's also heal tanking, or a lot of the game functions off of proc chance.
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways to for example, there are items to guarantee that crits happen, and it's not that an individual item does that. Well, there is an individual item that does that, but that's something separate.
A rare thing.
It's an equipment that temporarily gives you guaranteed crit. But there is a common item that you can get that gives you a 10% chance to crit.
Mm.
And if you get 10 of them,
then
you get that.
Then it stacks additively.
Yeah. Yes. So all of the items have their own ways in which they stack. They have their own ways in which they function and.
So it's basically a randomized character builder, 2 degrees, like semi-randomized. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. And there's like artifacts that you can get so that if you want to play and you want to control, I think it's literally called command. It's where every chest that you open, you can choose what item from that rarity class your character gets. So there's and there are 5 different classes of items. There's common, uncommon, rare. Then there's there's another one, but I'll get to that.
So rarities, different rarities.
Yeah, it's different rarities. The highest rarity one is items that are based off of the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Those are yellow, but it goes like white, then green, then red for common, uncommon, and rare.
I assume then there's mythic and legendary.
It doesn't go above that, actually. The legendary is technically the yellow, but that's like boss items.
So more like a unique thing.
Yes, and but the next rarity is actually it's less of a rarity and more of a it's corrupted items, basically. So you can corrupt items that are on certain items that are on common, uncommon, and rare by getting their corrupted forms, and that changes the effect of all of the items in that list to something else. That's not necessarily an inverse, but it does something similar but different.
So is it randomized or is it like static to what they turn?
It's static. It's static what they change into. But
so that's basically a knowledge game at that point.
Yes. But there is they did add a feature in the recent update. Well, in the DLC update, that was basically like, if you turn on the feature, when you press tab on an item, when you have an item like highlighted, it'll show you the details on the what it does.
So you don't have to learn the database for that.
Yes, you don't have to learn the database anymore. but there is a logbook. It has item descriptions, including like almost all the details on what they do. Some of them I think some of them have not been updated quite effectively. But it keeps track of how many you found in total, your highest stack count, and it has like a notes section that has lore. There's a bunch of different. You play as survivors. Each have different play styles. But you can effectively. There's enough variety in them and their play styles that you can kind of, and also the items that you can find, that you can kind of play almost any play style.
Yeah, there are just some that more consistently give you a higher win chances,
yes.
Obviously. Because math.
Yes, and because of math, and there are builds for everybody.
Yeah.
Which is nice. You do start out with, I think, 3 survivors unlocked. With the base game. A couple of them are pretty simple and easy to unlock, and they have information on like what do you have to do to unlock them and stuff like that. So yeah.
So the good kind of meta progression, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's and basically as you progress and do and like achieve more things through your runs, you unlock more items. You unlock and you find more stuff in the logbooks. So like monster logs can drop, and those monster logs will tell you details on the monsters. So you get their max health, their damage, their speed and armor. You get information. You get the stats information. So like how many you've killed, how many elite versions of them you've killed, and how many times you've been killed by them. And then of course there's the lore underneath that. And then it also has like your profile stats and your run history. So it'll keep track of all of the runs almost all of the runs. They do they do replace the old runs, unfortunately, with the major updates. But like it'll say, this run ended with defeat. This is the stats that you had. You were alive for, say, 27 minutes. You had 142 kills. Your minions had 141 kills. And it includes all the items that you collected, what you were killed by, what class you were. And it has a lot of really cool features to it. So I will send you and Nya an invite if...
Yeah, as soon as I can skip the unskippable cutscene. But I will...
if you press space twice, you can skip it.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's forced German again. Let's see. Can I change?
You can change the language.
Yeah, I just need to find where.
I think it would be in your profile settings.
Let's see. Can I maybe go there? English. Then let's go back to desktop. Yes, now it should be English. I will do the same on the other computer.
Did Nya go to the to do something real quick?
Toilet.
Yes.
But I think she's finished. I'm hearing movement. It takes a long time to load for being on an SSD.
It does take a little minute, but the nice thing is that you don't really need to load once you've got the game. You don't really load at all once you've got the game opened.
I just find it interesting. That's all. Master volume down. I need to hear everybody speak.
The game music is really cool too.
Yeah, I like it. So far.
The guy who did the music is Chris. We call his name is Chris. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his last name. I've tried a number of times, but it's really hard. But he's had some bangers in this game.
Oh, welcome back, Nya. I already changed your game to English so that you do not have to.
You mean mine?
To hinzufügen dein Profil.
Oh god.
We can ping on mouse 3. Utilities shift. Okay.
I'd say I'm pretty solid. Pretty
In
solid.
what?
At League of Legends.
I just look which kind of characters do I have. I have the Commando and the Huntress.
Okay. Then we can look into unlocking some of the characters. I know not the easiest, but the one that I know off the top of my head to unlock is Rex, which is basically a risk-reward type character where you do damage to yourself in order to do increased damage to enemies, and you have self-heals.
What do you mean with LOL team? Like, the thing is, I play mostly... I play mostly top lane, and basically the one character I main when I play is Shen. So, yeah. Also, I play Shen because...
Right here. I'll just mention it right here. I'm never playing League.
Yeah, no. That's
It's also not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a very unfriendly game to get into. It's not a generally friendly genre to get into, and especially League. It's like
League is
if you're playing with friends, it can be fun if you're interested in a genre. But like in general, you play, and you will get death threats. It just happens.
Heroes was different. Like
Heroes was different. You know what was the funniest thing ever? I remember in Heroes, someone shortened someone else's name, and they were like, they were slightly offended, like, why are you doing this? I have a full name. Like, that's your own damn fault for choosing a polysyllabic nickname. That was the friendliest beef I've ever seen, and nothing more ever happened in HOTS.
HOTS was honestly
do we choose our characters in here, or do we have to wait till you to progress?
As soon as Nya is in the party, I can move us to the.
Okay, so we can't do that yet.
Yeah, the thing is that I mainly just play Shen because team is idiots and you need to babysit them.
Yeah, you're basically the added jungler to my jungle.
Yep. It's like, oh hey, do you win lane? Sometimes. I know how to lose lanes perfectly though. And then I hit level 6 and I start doing global shit. And then no one can catch up anymore. They're like...
Yeah, because Shen doesn't need to get all the kills. You're just oh, our mid lane is winning, let's just save mid lane every time they're in problems.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I love about Shen. Shen is like, oh, you don't need kills or stuff. Like, you just need to, keep up with your farm. You need to get the stats, you need to get the items, you need to get your farm. If you can do that consistently, if you do the fundamentals, at lowest moment, and then you can just go and just save the whole. You can just prohibit that the enemy team gets killed. Like if your team isn't perma-inting, yeah, easy. Just you can just swing every engagement. Oh god, I'm feeling very tired actually. One round, I guess.
The game takes an awful long time to even begin loading right now.
Yeah. Probably that's the first time starting?
No, I didn't have that problem. Maybe try starting it again?
I try.
Okay.
Did you join off of the invite?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Now it works.
Yeah, sometimes the game has a hiccup. It's not common, but it can
So it's
happen.
basically like Paladins. It's a game with good gameplay, but it's kind of janky.
Yeah, I mean, it was made originally by two people.
Ah. You don't know
And
about
then some more people joined the team, and then it got handed off to Gearbox about a year ago. And Gearbox had the big hiccup with the recent DLC release.
Oh,
Well, at least they're fixing it. You can.
They fixed the most egregious problems.
Yeah, and everything else they can do now.
Yeah.
What?
fuck.
She gets. Oh, you get retroactive achievements.
I guess.
Because it was probably still saved in the cloud until your hard drive gave up.
Ah.
Actually, I believe it's saved to your Steam profile. It's linked to your Steam profile, actually,
Ah, yeah.
or your player's profile.
Could be. Now
If
that
you press
she's
space
connected.
twice, you can skip the. If
Yeah.
you press space twice, you can skip the intro if you want.
Yeah, I just kind of.
You want to show
There's lore in the intro.
Ah, yeah, then no.
it? No. Aww.
Okay, I guess I need to join.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, no. League is like it can be fun. But
Can be. Yeah.
but you definitely need your own little group at best. I can say we were.
I will just give myself 2 tier lists and say the Huntress is right now, according to some tier lists, slightly better than the Commando, so I have a higher chance of not dying.
Well, also, Huntress. What Huntress does is they have a auto lock system, so you don't really have. Your aim is just choosing what enemy you're gonna target. And here we have Loader, which is our lady muscle puncher.
Yeah, that's supposed to
Miss
be the.
Spider-Man.
That's supposed to be the best one.
She's generally the best one. Had a little hiccup because she was massively nerfed by the FPS bug.
Yeah.
But since the FPS bug is supposedly fixed, she should be back into working now.
I mean, I guess I take them.
Engineer is a really good one too. You basically can spawn turrets, which will fire for you. Acrid is a fan favorite. This is Rex, by the way, the risk reward character. So if you're all set with characters that you want to play, then we can get started.
Yeah. Sure.
I guess.
So what's the objective directly right now when we're going into the game? We probably have to move somewhere.
Yeah, so the objective is we run around on the map killing enemies, unlocking chests to get items, and as we get more and as the stage progresses a little bit, we'll find a teleporter, which is basically like a little shrine, a big circular shrine-looking thing. And as you and when you find the teleporter, you basically are spawning you activate it, spawn in a boss, and then once it's done charging, enemies will stop spawning, and you'll be able to move on to the next stage.
Should we stay together or?
We can stay together a little bit, but as long as we're nearby each other, we're perfectly fine. But we can split up a bit too. Just don't be afraid to run away if you need to.
Yeah, it's roguelike 101. You can always run.
Yeah. But it's often good to split up because you can cover more ground in searching the area. I will note for the character I'm playing, it's best if I pick up drones because my character starts with a red item that basically drones and the spawnable turrets get a item that defends it from missile attacks. And so you can always press tab on an item to check what it does, if you have the setting enabled, which I have accidentally neglected to tell you about. So there are different things in addition to the chests, which is where you generally get your items from. There are printers that will print specific items that they show on the preview. There are Shrines of Chance, which is basically your gacha
Oh,
mechanic.
you have the 8-second crit strike chance item.
Yep. Some characters are more effective with crits. Some characters have a lower proc chance for their crit because of their method of attack. And yeah, and don't be afraid to test all of your abilities. You've got plenty of them. R is your ultimate ability. Shift is your utility ability, which for most characters is movement focused. And yeah, if you have any other questions or want to know about something, you can ping it and I can tell you about it.
Pinging is on.
Middle mouse button.
Okay.
If you see it, by the way, if you see a teddy bear, then that is a good item. It's basically a chance that you will negate damage.
Oh yeah, I think I lost mine for some reason.
You lost your item?
Teddy bear.
Oh, you must have had a teddy bear and then you activated a printer. Printers will consume one of your items of the same rarity and give you the item that is in the printer.
Well then.
How can I see what's in the printer except like looking at the item?
You can it's in the settings.
So not now.
Not now, but if you describe the item to me, I can probably
It's
give you
a red flask.
Oh, is it green?
It's a red flask. Is it green? No, it's white actually. I'm just terrible at looking. I think. Well, it's red or brown inside.
Ping it.
Okay.
Oh, power elixir. Okay. That item, when you reach 25% of your health, will heal you.
Oh.
Just instantly heal you.
So it's an use item or like a thing to stack?
It's a consumable. It consumes.
Okay, so
You can stack it, but you're stacking uses.
Okay, hey Claire, I have no idea what a drone on the ground means.
Yeah, we're playing this. Like I'm playing it for the first time.
Oh, it's
Jan
a
has
drone.
technically played it, but
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we finished the Vicky 3 round, and there was like, do we want to play Deadlock? And then everyone was like, no. And then that was like, we can play this, and then Agonia was like,
well,
yeah, we
Lena
can play
said
this.
she doesn't want to play Deadlock. Sepp said he's too tired for it, so he does something he's used to. And so we did that.
Also, I am trying to actively recruit more Risk of Rain players, so there is that.
Hellfire Tincture is consumable again, right?
Hellfire Tincture. If I remember.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's not consumable. It is a use item. It's lunar. So lunar items, they always have a risk to them. Hellfire Tincture basically creates an aura around you of burning flame and fire that hurts everything, including allies and yourself.
But it's again the Q slot, so.
Yes. I mean, it's a good Q slot so long as you have your healing set up, which is not simple to do.
Yeah,
Generally, I would say that, especially if you're still trying to like figure the game out a bit, blue items are not the best.
Yeah, especially
For
like
those-
if I hurt myself with everything, I need something else. I need healing.
Yeah, you need an item that heals you. There is a item there's a white item called the med kit. It looks like a med kit. And basically what it does is after 3 seconds of not taking damage, when you take damage, it waits for 3 seconds and it heals you for, I believe, half the amount of damage that you took. So you need to.
Brilliant behemoth. My attacks explode.
Oh, that is a really good item. Yeah, basically for every attack that you do, you have an additional instance of damage which I believe can also be another instance of proc chance.
Huh.
Yeah, be careful about taking the blue items.
Yeah, can I get rid of it?
There is a way to get rid of it, but it's not common. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Yeah.
But you saw a blue item, right?
Yeah.
I did mention to, like, not just pick them up willy-nilly.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's fine. If you do see a little circular pool in the ground, on the ground that's interactable, tell me. That is your chance to redeem the blue item for a better blue item that has no downsides. It's called a cleansing pool. Yep.
So is it better to go into it now, or is it technically better to just stay here and spawn points?
At this point, it's better to go because the points will only at the end of a stage. The points will translate into your level. So we have spawned 4 bosses. So just shoot them, and they'll gradually die. The circle in the air that you see around 2 of the bosses, do not go into that circle because that is a circle from one of my abilities, which can hurt you. But it does 10,000% damage. But anyways, there's a limited number of chests on the stage, and so you want to. Oh,
I didn't manage to get out of the range of some of the bosses.
Yeah. Generally, with these bosses, you really just have to worry about their laser beam. They don't have the best tracking, so if you're fast enough, you can just run away from it.
I sadly wasn't.
But, yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
Is there like a revival mechanic when you go to the next stage?
Yes. When you reach after the teleporter event, everybody revives. There are also revival items, but you need to find them in stage for them to work.
When the teleporter is charging.
Yes, and so you need to be in this red zone where you see the barrier of it in order to charge up the teleporter. As long as someone is inside the zone, it will charge up, but it will. Sometimes it is good to leave the zone if you need to block it. When the teleporter reaches 99% charge, it will keep on. Like, no more enemies will spawn, so there's no reason to stay inside of the zone at that point. And you just have to wait until you kill the bosses.
What killed me?
That would probably be me. You were inside the zone of my
I didn't see that.
artillery. Yeah, you were inside the zone of my artillery strike.
How does it look like?
It's a red. I'll show you in a couple seconds.
Oh, the red rings on the ground.
Yes. So that is what.
I think it was...
That is what.
Oh
that looks
yeah, it's
like.
sometimes hard to see.
Yeah.
If you don't know the abilities yet.
Yes. So the items that drop, everybody gets essentially 1 item per teleporter event. And it's always going to be a green item. Sometimes it will be a yellow boss item. And I will spend this next stage to boost you 2 up, since you didn't get your stage items.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah, you may have gotten lucky because, by the way, this is an equipment drone. It takes your Q item and it will auto-activate the Q item for you. It's best to have items that will attack for that.
Okay.
I have tested the
but
stealth
somewhere
button.
on this stage, there's a decent chance that you will find the lunar pool, which is how you can get rid of your white item.
Okay.
Or your blue item. That said, the pests, which are the little flying, annoying things, are a natural spawn on this stage. So, not many people like them. Actually, I don't think anybody likes them really.
It seems like that's kind of the point.
Yep. I mean, they are literally called pests.
Yeah.
This enemy, by the way, the minigunner, they are very dangerous and powerful. They will attack you a lot with their miniguns, but if you get close to them, they will stop firing at you, and they will instead activate a slowing, basically launch back attack. And that attack doesn't do too much damage, so it's better to be hit by that than the other one.
Okay. How does the pools look like?
They're basically kind of a short circle in the ground. If it looks like it's interactable, then just kind of ping it, and it'll tell you what it is.
What was
The
ping
item
again?
is called middle mouse button.
Nice. I have healing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
2 items for you.
Wait.
Okay, this is a red item that you can get from a Shrine of Chance. This is called Bottled Chaos. Every time that you use your Q item, it activates another Q item randomly.
Huh. Good to know. Time to find the pool.
Again, the pool is not guaranteed on this stage, but it's higher spawn chance. Despite it being a rare spawn chance anyways. But given how much we've explored so far, there's a decent chance that that it's not on the stage. Like Cauldron. So the nice thing is that having your cooldowns is pretty decent, and your attack speed isn't necessarily the worst thing to lose on loader.
I think I found teleporter.
Ping it. Ping it. All right. So when the teleporter is activated, basically all the other checks and interactables are locked until the teleporter event is completed.
That's my master.
Yes, and so generally you don't want to go right into it because you want to be able to clear a stage basically. So activate all the chests and all of the interactables, get all the items you possibly can from the stage without taking too long, of course. This item is good on you.
Yeah, I'm just helping. Oh, yeah, it's just running away. Okay. I tried to help you.
Also, the music is loud.
Well, turn it on.
You can lower the music. I will say the game does have the music quite loud.
Even at 69%.
I have it on 40, I think, everything.
Yeah? Are you still here?
Yeah.
Still here, buddy? Oh, come and grab this item. It's a good use item for you. Essentially what it does is it creates a clone of yourself.
Oh.
And you can get that, I'll take this one. So, Agonia, for the Luminous Shot, basically, if you use your right mouse button item
Then
or
my
attack,
left is stronger. Yeah.
yes.
Luckily, it tells me when I pick it up.
Yes. And it stacks up to 5 times.
Oh, that it didn't
Yep.
say.
It gives a brief description on the, it gives a brief description, like, baseline, but it will, give you a more detailed description on your, on both the logbook and the, tab information when you have that setting set up. There is also an item that looks like a gun magazine called the backup mag, which basically gives you stacks of your right mouse click. Alright, so we can most likely take the teleporter now. Oh,
No.
Yeah, there were 2 big pests and they basically two-shot me. Didn't know how to evade them directly. Since my...
oh, the little rat, they're little rats.
No, big flyers
flying pest.
with...
Oh.
Yeah, just bigger.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get out of their range. Like, I'm not doing...
fuck.
It's
No,
a little hard
wait.
to get out of their range.
Yeah, like, I couldn't kill them fast enough, basically.
So falling isn't a problem.
Yeah, come here. Get that, pick that item up. That is called the
Weeping fungus.
weeping fungus. It is the corrupted version of the bustling fungus. Let's go to the teleporter, by the way. Basically, what the weeping fungus does is it heals you as you move.
Yeah.
Well, as you sprint. Weeping fungus will heal you as you are stationary. You can pick that up if you
Okay.
want. Yeah. That's for you.
Okay. No, oh yeah.
Your attack damage is based off of your attack speed and the speed at which you move. So that is a vital thing for you.
Okay.
Just that.
I have 2 of them.
All right. Teleporter is over there, so we're gonna go that way. The item that I have, the use item that I have right now is really good. It's called the Hunter's Tricorn. Basically, it can insta-kill a boss-type enemy, and that enemy drops. And when you do that, that enemy drops its related boss item.
Honestly, this game has such a relaxing atmosphere. I don't feel any urgency.
So, go ahead and pick up that item. Yeah.
Okay.
That is the Mired Urn. It's the boss item of this enemy. What it does is it basically creates it basically absorbs health from everyone in your all enemies in the area.
Neat.
So just notice the circle. You can back off probably, because in about 5 or so seconds, and there you go. You see. So you can pick up that other ATGM missile. What that does is, whenever you attack, there's a chance that you will fire a missile that will guide itself to enemies.
Also, how very American that attack.
Yes.
I wonder why you play it. Also, how are you doing, Claire? How are you? I'm also playing Astrobot today. Which
Oh, Agono, you're alive.
Yeah, I was revived for some reason.
Oh, maybe there was a use. Maybe it was a use item that. I don't know how you were revived, but it happened. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat that all the items are on your character.
Oh,
Yeah.
Someone
That is one of the. Some of the things are some characters have like the cutest little ways that they hold items. So like at Sacred has the teddy bear, like, attached to his body, as if it's, like, as if you would attach the teddy bear to any character. Also, when the Hunter Strikehorn was used, it becomes consumed, and when you activate it, it just says ahoy in chat. Yeah, but that's the balance for that, for an item that insta-kills bosses.
Oh yeah, the control. I mean, the control is also in game. It is cute. Astrobot is a very cute game.
So yeah, as a reminder, if you don't understand what something is or don't know what something is, you can just middle mouse ping and it will tell you the name. That is a Greater Wisp. It is a powerful enemy, although against my character, the Greater Wisps are kind of useless because I cancel out their attacks and they don't have very high attack rates. Be careful of the enemies that have the little effect above their head and the different, like, styling. Those are elite type enemies. They have special effects. So the ones that have this one right here, which are the glacial ones, they have slowing effects on their attacks. So when they hit you, you slow down for a time. And when they die, they have like an AoE attack zone that will freeze you for a moment if you are inside.
Oh well, I'm still happy Astrobot, our copy arrived today, so...
This item is the ignition tank. If you do fire damage, it increases the damage that fire damage does.
Is explosion fire?
I believe the behemoth would affect. I think maybe, but I think it's more. I think it's less fire damage, more like the flame stacking that is the effect from fire. You'll see that off of fire elites. Yeah. So there are some items, like for example, the Delicate Watch, which when you get to below when you get to below 25% health, it activates and it stops giving you its effect, which is that it gives a damage increase. So that's the risk and reward on that item, is that you get a pretty solid damage increase for the amount of for a common item. But if you get low on health, you no longer get its effect, and you can't get rid of the item either. So it essentially becomes dead. The one that looks like a syringe is a soldier syringe. It increases your attack speed, so now you may want this item. I unlocked it for you, so...
Where is it? Oh, over there.
I pinged it, yeah.
Okay, let's get some stuff. Over there's the bottle.
Okay, so this guy right here, Overloading Bighorn Bison. Overloading enemies, they have shield. That's the blue part of their health bar. That shield regenerates if they are not in combat for a certain amount of time.
Where is that syringe?
That way. For the overloading enemies, they don't just have the shield, they also have a effect whenever they land a hit on you. They attach essentially a short time bomb that does extra damage. And they can be quite dangerous if you're not careful about the time bomb.
I mean, the base enemy isn't that hard, but if they get those fucking things as support, those killed me. But they were free and healing each other, so...
Oh, yeah. So oh, yes, I see the Mending Elites. Mending Elites cannot heal other Mending Elites, so that is their one weak like weakness.
Yeah, so
They don't get much extra health and armor, I think.
Yeah,
But
I didn't.
generally, you want to target them first.
Yeah, sadly there were 2 mending elites and 1 normal one of the jumping ones. I didn't have the damage,
Okay.
sadly.
In those cases, it's just use your utilities to run away as fast as possible.
Yeah, I tried. The problem was the 2 yaks.
Ah, yes.
I wasn't experienced enough with this specific group.
Yep. One of the unlocks is a character named Bandit. Basically, if you get to the 3rd stage without dying, you unlock him.
Well, I died already.
Yes.
Several times.
We can do the next run on a lower difficulty so that we can kind of get used to the game a bit more. I mostly launched us on this difficulty just so that we could kind of get a feel for where the standard of the game is.
Yeah, it was normal, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the normal difficulty. Oh. It's all up to you, Nya.
Carry us.
Wait, what? Oh no! Oh no! Short stream. How can you do this to me, Sepp? You're an American. You played American.
Oh, holy shit! There's another one of the prototype drones here.
Yeah, I guess.
Those are rare.
Maybe you can.
I would recommend at this stage go find the teleporter.
Yeah.
I know where it is, so no worries.
Yeah. So usually when you've had a lot of unexpected deaths, it's better to end the stage quickly rather than hunting for all the items. Because the game as you look in the upper right corner, you will see where it says impossible. That is the difficulty level of the stage that we're at. Each difficulty level has 3 measures of bar, where things get progressively a little bit more challenging within that level. And then there's a larger increase in the challenge level beyond that.
Yeah.
So this process is the imp. Get careful with the spikes on the ground because those will activate a bleed effect on you.
How can a robot bleed?
Oil?
I mean, you're not a robot. Loader is a lady with an exoskeleton. But also robots do bleed, so there is that.
Stop being a smartass.
It's the lore.
Yeah. Also, kind of your job right now.
Yeah, exactly. That is my literal job right now. Explain the game. Good job dodging the lasers. So as you may notice, you are generating when you do your base attack, you generate a little golden bar on your health bar. That is your barrier. Barrier is basically just an extra add-on protection of your health bar. That's a layer that degrades over time.
You can maybe try killing the enemies with the green tag. Oh, you're out with yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter then.
So this golden guy is a gilded elite. When he has that little aura around him, that little golden circle around him, every time that you attack, he absorbs your money. You do get your money back when you kill that character, when you kill it, I believe. Also, all money and levels are shared at the end of the stage and during a stage. So it's all like a collective thing. But you do spend your money yourself.
I see why Loda is so strong. It's basically attack close and get more health.
Yes. Essentially, but you can be out DPS'd by enemies if you are not careful.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise it would be boring.
I should have died, you know. This would have been over.
No! Revive me.
I mean, if you died, we could have started another run.
Yeah.
You two could have.
Aww.
By the way, this is the beloved character of the entire series, Gup. Gup can die and become Git, which can then become Geek. Or, basically, it's a slime. It splits into 2 every time it dies.
So, how a slime does?
So Gup became Geet. Once Geet dies, Geet becomes Gip. And then once Gip dies, it's the end. But Gup is basically the beloved slime mascot of the series.
There are a lot of slime mascots in the Recon series.
Yes. By the way, these like things that do like backflips in the air, those are larvae. Those are really powerful when they explode. When they explode, they die.
And if you're close, you probably too.
Yes. They do a lot of damage. By the way, that right there is a jump pad.
Yeah, I noticed. It's bouncy looking mushroom.
The jump pads on each stage look a little different.
If Samurai Jack has shown us anything, it's that robots can do. I have never seen Samurai Jack. I don't know what the obsession is.
You
with it.
should. It's a good show.
Yeah, but I've probably seen better shows. Maybe. Who knows?
I haven't seen it yet.
Hey, this was just to rustle some feathers.
With some restraint, my feathers are unruffled. Oh, by the way, enemy spawns. Let's explain that. Enemy spawns work off of run off of a director for the game. The director gets points depending on the number of players and the difficulty level. That director uses those points to spawn in various types of enemies. Sometimes it is a swarm of low-tier enemies. Sometimes it is a swarm of low-tier elites, depending on how far in you are. And the director points also can depend on the difficulty scale, which is the I'm coming for you level that we're at right now. And yeah, so that's kind of how you see the challenge increase throughout the game. Also, Agonia, I get a sense that Huntress may not be your character.
Yeah, probably. But I had to start with something.
Yes.
That's like normal. First I'm just... Like, especially if I have to unlock characters, I just start with something that has a high win rate and then see if the playstyle fits me.
Yeah. Huntress is high skirmishing and it takes technique because you've got low health pool and you've got your target damage, so it's easy to do procs, proc-based builds.
Isn't ha 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 also difficulty level that increases forever?
Yes.
I remember that still.
So you need to find the teleporter.
Yes. Also, by the way, this is a stage 3. Stage 3 always has a red... Not always, but most stage 3s always have a red chest. A chest that guarantees a red item.
Why is it stage 3 even though it says stage 4?
Oh, sorry, stage 4. Yeah, sorry, I got that wrong.
Okay.
Numbers are
I misspoke.
Yeah, that's why we have math
yes.
professors and stuff.
Yeah, I don't teach math. I teach English. But also the large chests, while they cost more, they have a higher chance to proc rare items. Now you pick that item up. That item will give you another life.
Oh.
Or maybe I should pick that up because I probably have a higher chance of dying.
Yeah. What was I about to say?
But
Is
that item is called Dio's best friend. And yes, it is talking about that Dio. It is a Dio reference. It is a JoJo's reference.
Yeah, I was about to say, holy shit, is that a motherfucking JoJo's reference?
Yes. It is specifically referencing the teddy bear that Dio has in Stardust Crusaders. By the way, I died, so you can pick up that item.
God damn it.
It is a revive item, by the way. So if you die, you expend Dio's best friend, and you revive.
Okay, also I guess I should search for the blood.
Yes. So you see the little particle effects in the air, the golden ones, right?
What? Where?
To your left. The golden particle effects.
Yeah.
That means that the
there's
teleporter is nearby.
I just saw it. The moment in the...
Yes.
There it is.
And on stage 5, on any of the stage 5s, the particle effect is blue.
Why?
Because stage 5 is a special teleporter. Stage 5 is the teleporter that allows you to go to fight the final boss of the game.
So
Which we're unprepared for the final boss, but let's go to that anyways. Supposing we make it to there, because I'll introduce you to the final boss.
Hello, Hello.
Also, yeah, if you press your shift ability. Okay, so what just happened is you activated your emergency teleporter item. Basically, you got to 25% health, and it teleported you away from the danger. So your shift ability is useful for that kind of momentum. You press and hold to charge.
I think we need to attack things to left.
So when you press and hold shift, you will charge up your shift ability, and then you release it to launch yourself forward through enemies.
Yeah.
And
now Dio's active. You're alive again, because Dio's activated.
Yes.
And just so you know, your shift is a very good way to deal damage to a lot of enemies. And as the reticle increases, you deal more damage. And you go far, you get launched further, but it also is dependent on your movement speed. But as you can see, you're able to outrun the stone golem's ability. Well, their laser. Jellyfish are dangerous. They will approach you and explode and do a lot of damage when they explode.
Oops.
So, this is the run end mode screen. You'll see all the items you collected, your stats, so your time alive. You can scroll between each other's stats and information. And also unlocks, so like your logbook entries, your and the other various unlocks that you do. And you can see your various. See your various stats.
I think I do not have another character.
Yes. So you've unlocked items that will show up in your solo run. So right now you're getting your loot pool is based off of my loot pool.
Yeah, I got Elite Slayer and Advancement.
Yes. So now whenever you host a run, the medkit will spawn. The bullets will spawn as well. For Nya, you have this. You've unlocked the monster logs for Lemurian, Beetle, and so on. So that'll give you information on the enemies and the lore. I believe that it doesn't matter who hosts as long as someone in the party has it. I think you'll unlock the items. But I'm just being careful about that today because I didn't know if items will spawn. And you should be unlocking the logbooks and stuff over time. Anyways, let's try and unlock a character specifically. So,
yeah, but you know what? I'd say for the stream, it was fun.
Oh, we ending already?
I think the stream, yes.
Oh, why?
Okay. You feeling tired?
It's 2 a.m. I am definitely tired.
Okay.
Like, you both can still play. I think you want to play.
Yeah.
Maybe I join in, but like, I'm actually tired. Sorry.
Okay.
I barely had sleep today, and it was hot, and I was outside, and yeah.
We understand.
That's just, yeah. I can tell you about it afterwards. So, yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Tomorrow, another stream. There's gonna be a Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta, second weekend, that we have more maps and more guns. I guess I will show them off.
Mm-hmm.
And then more The Evil Within 2 on Sunday. Very excited. And then we will see what happens. Yeah, as said, there will be more Space Station 14 down the line. And I want to get that Deadlock 6 people Ruffle Stomp stream going one day.
I don't think you will find enough people in this server.
We had 2. We just need 4 more people. How hard is it to find 4 more people for a Ruffle Stomp? I just want to Ruffle Stomp. Yeah, it's like, but anyway, hope you had some fun. Hope you liked seeing this. And yeah, maybe I get a bit more into Risk of Rain 2 down the line. Maybe. But yeah.
If you do, I do know a fourth person who would be more than willing to join.
Alright.
A really good friend of mine.
Nice.
Okay, but yeah, have a wonderful weekend ahead of you, and have fun with Astrobot. I will play so much more Astrobot.
Yeah, we only completed 1 galaxy.
100% at 1 galaxy. Woo! So yeah, have a good night and good weekend, and see you then. Night.
Bye.